The man had just woken up from his hospital bed. He was frightened when he saw the bouquet next to him. A friend just sent me flowers yesterday. Why did it wither like this overnight? He immediately had a bad premonition. He immediately removed the tube from his body and went out to check. Sure enough, there was no one in the corridor. Only bullet holes and bloodstains were everywhere. He came to a door with writing. Before the man could react, something behind the door sensed the man's presence. There was a strange noise. Then it started to hit the door hard. The man was frightened, ran out in a panic. He only saw it when he came outside. The scene outside is even more terrifying. The ground was full of foul-smelling body bags. The once bustling streets are now empty, even though things are too bizarre. But reason told him that he needed to hurry home to find his wife and children. He saw a bicycle on the side of the road. When I got closer, I found that there was half a body next to it. Just as he picked up his bike, the half of the corpse woke up. This immediately frightened the man to the ground. Seeing that it could not be approached, the man rode away. He returned home, pushing open the door and calling out the names of his wife and children. He looked up every room, but no one was seen. Think of the scene outside. He was worried that his wife and children had already suffered an accident. The man began to cry bitterly. He banged himself on the head. I want to end this terrifying dream. The man walked out of the house tremblingly. He began to accept this absurd world. At this time, his out-of-focus eyes saw a blurred figure. He narrowed his eyes to see clearly in the future. Unexpectedly, a figure appeared behind him, knock him to the ground while he is not paying attention. The boy began to call his dad over. Then a man shot and killed a passerby, ran towards them. The man fainted at this time. Wait for the man to wake up. He had been tied to the bed by a black father and son. Morgan asks what happened to his wound. The man said his name was Rick. Is a sheriff. He was shot while on duty. After being sent to the hospital by his friend, he fainted. Until I woke up today. Learn the reason for the matter. Morgan cuts the rope that binds Rick. Morgan told Rick, not long ago, a zombie virus broke out. Infected people turn into cannibalistic zombies. If you are accidentally bitten or scratched by them, will become these bloodthirsty monsters. Rick was very suspicious of these words. There was a sudden alarm outside. They hurriedly turned off the lights in the room. Then look at the situation outside the house. It is an alarm caused by a zombie colliding with a vehicle. See this scene? Rick had to believe Morgan's words. At this time, the boy also came over to watch. He saw a familiar figure. The boy threw himself on the bed and began to cry. It was his newly infected mother. The sound led the zombie to the door. The zombies began to try to open the door. Fortunately, the door was locked. After dawn, Rick took Morgan home. Rick is convinced that his wife and children are still alive because there are fewer of their clothes at home. Morgan told Rick, if they were alive, probably already in a concentration camp in Atlanta. These words gave Rick great hope. Rick took the key to the police station. A lot of weapons and equipment were taken away from it. Rick wants Morgan to go to Atlanta with him, but Morgan refused because he couldn't let go of his wife. In the bathroom, the two had to part ways.